The center lights. You need film light.
You food light.
You need food light.
Here we go.
That's good. No, that's good. So welcome everybody. Any new visitors tonight?
I think. There's David is new to us.
Welcome, David. You want to
Thank you.
introduce yourself?
He probably doesn't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard you. Can you not hear me? This is
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
good. Then I heard you, yes. And I'm saying hi.
Hi, did you want to introduce yourself and what
Well,
brought you?
by happenstance, I met Wendy and Rebecca at where I work. And we struck up a conversation because of RMCAD jacket that one of them wore, and I inquired, and then it kind of drifted into photography. And at that point, they spoke about this gathering and invited me. So here I am.
Well, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right. A few announcements. So this is our last meeting of the year. So our next meeting will be January 27th. And our presenter is member John Reed, who's going to present on his Arctic adventure. And I've seen the photos, they're amazing. And I thought the assigned subject should be frozen water in all its forms, in any of its forms. So ice, you know, the other folks, ice cream, you know, whatever. Frozen. Let's see. Jim Neville, you want to talk about the exhibits coming up?
Yes, coming up. So we've got 3 months in BCC here. It starts December 1st at 6:30. To bring your pictures here, and we'll just all set them up. We also get the Bruner House for a month, and after that, we'll run over to the Bruner House, and I've got the code, and we'll be there for 30 days. So either from December 1st to not 30 days, but to December 23rd. They kind of close down for the holidays. So we'll take our pictures back on December 23rd. These are all at 6:30. So thanks very much.
So we have a special guest tonight. Tara Linehan is here from the Broomfield Open Space Foundation. And she has calendars for sale. So
They box them up.
she's got a box of them. So see her if you're interested.
And if you're a winner and you haven't received a free copy yet,
Yeah.
then I can give you that.
So if you have a photo in the calendar, you get a free copy. So if you haven't yet, there you go. And I want to say the calendar turned out great. I think the combination of our amazing photos, Caleb's great design, and the printing quality was better than I expected. Printing quality was very good. So came out really nice.
Well, thanks.
Okay, this one more announcement. I wanted to thank all our volunteers for making this club happen throughout the year. So starting with Carl. Carl gathers your photos and then organizes them, and among the many other things Carl does for the club, submits them to the Enterprise, reminds the Enterprise editor they're coming. So thank you, Carl. I want to thank Gary Bowen, who's on vacation. Is Gary Bowen online?
Yes, he is.
I want to thank Gary Bowen, who's normally doing Rebecca's position. And thanks, Rebecca, for filling in. But Gary Bowen puts together the slideshow, brings in all this equipment, and shows our photos every month. So thanks, Gary.
You're welcome.
And thanks again to Rebecca for being Gary's backup. And Jim Neville for organizing our exhibits. Thank you for doing that. And is Dwight online?
No, Dwight's not.
He's not.
He's in, coming back from Houston,
Okay.
traveling.
Well, I want to thank Dwight. He posts our photos to our Facebook account every month, so he takes care of that. Also, thanks to our advisory committee. We meet about quarterly, and thanks for all their help in decision makings. And also a big thanks to Caleb Cook. So this year he did a lot. He not only designed our brand new logo, and he also designed the calendar. So thanks, Caleb.
So let's not forget to thank Phil. We need.
Thanks. So we got a couple videos we're gonna show before we look at our photos. So one is a tribute to Gary Mynar, who passed away November 9th. So it's a short 4-minute video. Gonna start with some of Gary's photos. And then it's gonna follow with photos that we took, his friends took of him on various outings. So then after that, we'll watch a short video of the Broomfield Days photos that members took of Broomfield Days. And that's about 8 minutes, I think.
8 minutes.
8 minutes. And then after that, then we'll view our best of the year photos. So let's start the Gary Mynar tribute.
And that means that the sound is not going. Yep. So for whatever reason, the sound's not going, guys.
That's okay. They couldn't play without sound.
Okay.
So these are Gary's photos from this year.
Oh,
At least ones he submitted to the club this year.
Always had a pipe in his mouth.
Yeah. Or a camera.
And a camera.
Yeah. Both. That's great. Sound working for the next bit? Okay.
I mean, I've tried 12 different things. No, because that only puts it out to here. No, so it's his speakers over there for whatever reason, everything's hooked up, everything's turned on, so. I'm gonna test the sound one more
Are
time.
the speakers on?
Yes, sir, they are.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna test that. And it's showing that sound. There we go. We're cooking with gas. Sorry, everybody. Okay. I don't know. It was plugged in just like that before. Okay.
Just needed a wiggle.
You needed a wiggle, like we all do. Okay,
Yeah.
Broomfield Days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Carl, you wanna cue it up or just go?
Just go.
Okay.
Is the sound working on this one? Okay.
You heard it do sound, but whatever reason, it is not playing. Give me 2 seconds.
None of these engines were running.
Right? Give me just a second. Let me pause that real quick and stop share. And I'm gonna do check this out.
Share sound.
It should, I mean, it should have already done it. I guess it's just not turned on, as the,
The volume may not be turned up enough.
no, within the system.
There was a box that was not checked to the right side. Back of that said,
It still had it?
yeah, well, the box that said share sound was not checked. Go back to
Mhm.
whatever you're just in, where you have like. Yeah, there, one
Share options on the right hand side.
Let's try that.
Stereo.
I mean, are we in stereo? We're high fidelity, everybody. Still a little more. It's a 1080p, so
Well, like, is it a, what state is it?
huh? Okay, well, it's like a sound. Somebody hum. Yes.
Maybe just start where the cookies could narrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many, you need to do that to get through them all.
Those are the winners.
Would you come here? Carl?
flash with these? Yeah, I use flash. I think Tim did too, did you got?
Needless to say, the Broomfield Days photography were very busy.
That's the one. They have two sections. Adult section and the other one is a kid section. So. Didn't hear what you said. Yes. No, I think I'm whatever, hanging on there, cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Okay, store door. The two little kids' old hands.
Never mind.
Here.
It was at that dog level where it's really high pitched.
Anyway, we want to. You feel obligated to offer something, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun taking those pictures. So I hope, many of you will join us next year for Broomfield Days sometime in September.
So if you want to refill your plates, take a short break and go ahead and do that, then we'll start the member photos. Cool. Let me see what's that.
This is a Gary setup, so I'm not really sure how he's got it set up. So the audio actually plays out, but it's going there.
Oh, yeah.
Let me try. Okay, he's got me also. He also.
I think I quit too. If I walk back and forth, like, I don't feel back to those. You feel the last.
Yeah.
There's nobody in front of us.
I think you had.
Yeah.
That's the computer scan.
Yeah.
Wrong entity.
May is open. August, September, October.
Yeah, so it was in the headphones, which is an advantage.
August 25th. But they probably heard it on this drone photography.
Yeah, you could ask him in the chat.
Okay.
But
Texting Gary, they like, doing wrong, but it's all right, because he's on vacation.
yeah.
Okay. I appreciate you.
Only thing I have in my car.
25th. So one of our suggested assignments was from above, aerial or from.
In August.
So I'll put that in.
Yeah. That'll be fifty number. Oh, that's what we had.
These are previous years. These are just suggestions.
Yeah. So where's my action or motion? All right, annual.
That's not assigned yet. There's no particular order.
I was gonna say, because that's better for a summer than like.
Yeah, I haven't decided where to actually, well, actually. Harry's gonna do a live issue. I got it now. We can put it. These are all temporary.
Yeah.
Assignments.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, oh, gosh. That's the issue.
Yeah. You know, I saw over at Recycle Folding, you know, them, and I was thinking, they go to like Mike's camp, buy stuff, and they have their, well, that's another thing, they're having their fall expo this weekend at Mike's camp.
Still out doing the no tax.
Standing by a hot.
Yes, oh,
Swearing to.
yeah, but I stopped over there looking for something. We could talk to him, say same comment. They wanna-
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah. I think, or we can just do the cameras.
I was thinking about that.
Maybe do that in November.
I wrote my notes, because all three did.
Wow. Where would we be? You
Oh, ready to go come?
Well, if he's out of town and you need a friend, you go ahead, Wendy's gonna be by herself after tomorrow, so I'm going to my mom and dad's.
Really?
Yeah, my mom had some new, results from the test about around her liver disease, so I gotta go help her deal with what the doctor said. Yeah.
Oh, I keep that.
One.
104 photos to go through,
What?
104 photos,
Yeah, so it's gonna have to be like,
so we can't spend much time on each one.
fine, ding, fine. Yeah. No lengthy critiques and stuff. No, they're done.
There's a guy.
Well, that's the new guy. The other new guy.
Yeah.
You know how sales are going? One thing you got to know is that you can't tell people when they buy a deal, you can't advantage of it.
So if anybody else wants a calendar, Tara's still here.
Smile, not afraid.
Here comes your next customer. But we're gonna go ahead and get started on the member photos. We have 104 photos to go through, so we can't spend a lot of time on each one, unfortunately. So brief introduction by the photographer, and then we'll go to the next one.
Stop.
No, I always do. I don't think it's.
Hey, Andrew, come here. No, I'm gonna call you.
This is called minutes. I think you can just, I think you can just, well,
I had them all selected, so.
I think you can just start it and then.
but then I gotta exit out so that I can go. So that I can
Oh.
go back to the, yeah, cause I gotta
Yeah.
do the, see, I can't do it like that, cause I have to have it. And then we do full screen and.
Yeah.
See, Andrew?
You might go up to more.
Mhm. We're ready. Thank you, Andrew.
Melissa Dorman.
Because, this is the night that I met Finn, who introduced me to the Broomfield, photography. So, that was one of the pictures that I shot that night while he was also shooting. That was talking. Yeah, so.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Your next two,
Okay.
go ahead,
Okay.
come on.
I told it to go, Carl.
Will it help if I do this?
Yep, or it might help if I call Andrew back over. Cause I'm literally pushing the same buttons he just pushed. I'm like forward, backward, forward, backward. It's not advancing.
It got selected onto the.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
And this, I.
So
Yes.
why don't you stand up so we can hear you better?
Oh, hey. So this is the night that I met Bill, right?
That's right.
Okay, good, I'm terrible with them. This is the night I met Bill. We were going to shoot the, how you say that?
Aperture. No.
Oh, that, comment lemon, yeah.
Yeah, the comment. So, I'm pretty sure there were two people from Broomfield.
Mike,
Uh,
Mike and me and I.
Yeah, yeah. And I think me, I don't know if that's Mike, I thought it was one of you guys in that photo, that got in my way, but
Very nice, go ahead.
Yeah.
And this is,
and I just really love this photo, it's, sunrise and the coyote and all the fog and all the things, so. Yeah, this one, my actual photo.
okay, and
Well done.
So this is the Kerry Cliffs on the west coast of Ireland.
Sunny day.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is. This is on the Lunga Island, in Scotland, in the Treshnish Islands. And then this is Refugio Gaffone, near Cormaiva in Italy, along the Tour de Mont Blanc, long distance hiking trail.
Nice.
this is Bill.
Yeah, this is moonrise on Hallett. I wanted to see what the moonrise would do, you know, when the moon coming up, or just over the horizon. So
Caught a comment.
that's moonlight, big flashlight.
Yeah,
That's it.
very nice.
And this is the night I met Alyssa. This one is 2,434 seconds. A little shorter than the other ones that you showed last month. And then Zach's not here tonight, but we ran around Rocky Mountain National Park, and he's in that photo by
Right by the fence.
yeah,
Mhm.
right
On the left
center right.
or the right, no.
That was beautiful, Bill.
Right here.
Yeah. So this was just a photo that, I took while we were at, Broadmoor with my wife. Kind of toward twilight, maybe March or something this year.
Sorry.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Just a shot of a flamingo at the Denver Zoo after we went on a walk with them. They went to go play under the sprinklers, so, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And, one of my friends even though I haven't been shooting very long, asked me to shoot her wedding. And so I agreed with about a stack of caveats. And I was walking around the venue, just kind of setting up shots. It was at the ranch of her friends, and the light happened to fall on his face, in this way, and couldn't resist taking a picture of it. So.
Yeah. So I think this one was just a favor because you guys pushed me to do something that I don't usually do with still life. And so it was memorable because of that. Love playing around with lighting again. So,
Didn't you make that guitar?
yeah. And then this one was
Not edge.
well, yeah, little nut hash. Took me
White
out
Preston nut.
45 minute goose chase around the forest. And that was the one that I got. Oh, way back up too. So the first one kind of hung out while I just tried to fumble around and switch lenses. And as soon as I got the long lens on, he took off. So that's when the goose chase started. But this is the one that I got that I was really happy with. That was up at Chautauqua. And then this one was actually pretty recent. This is up at Banff a couple weeks ago. And yeah, just beautiful weekends there. They had slightly warmer than normal temperatures. And so, but it was still starting to ice over and everything. So it's kind of experimenting with some really extreme low perspective on this to get the reflection, just the combination of the day and the conditions and the lighting. Got that. It's got
Yeah, very
bright on the screen.
That ice formation makes that very interesting. And this one's mine.
Oh.
I took this at Rocky Mountain Arsenal in June, I guess. And it's a blue grosbeak is a type of bird. Don't see them too often, but they are stunning when you see them. And this was at Botanic Gardens, Chatfield, at the end of August. We went down there and just had a field day. It was just so many birds. It's a lot of fun. This is at Belmar Park, just a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, you don't see a wood duck very often, and then there was one out there in the lake and it would just stay there. It didn't fly off. So we got a number of great pictures of him.
Sure, it wasn't a decoy?
No, that's the real McCoy.
I mean, he's sitting pretty still.
Is Carolyn here?
No, she's not here.
Okay.
Rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Charlie.
Yeah, that's at Eansburg, Wild Animal Sanctuary, Eansburg, that's Ray. He and his sister were, like dropped off in the parking lot in a crate that was too small for them. And so it took them about 2 years to recover from that. And so this was something Ray started doing like within 2 months of me visiting, because the crate was so small, their bones were broken in their legs, and so they had to rehabilitate. And so I just was like, he looks so powerful. And then I showed the picture to a volunteer there, and she was like, "Ray!" And then she explained like how cool it was that he was on top of his enclosure, or not enclosure, but like there's like a fencing inside the habitat that he was on top of, and it only started doing that recently. That's at Belmar Park, and that was for a photography for biologist class that I'm teaching for at MSU. And I got there early, and this is a snowy egret, and I thought it was a really friendly egret, just kind of letting me get good shots of it.
Great shot.
And then that's at the Renaissance Festival. It's with my 50 to 100 Sigma, which I really like that lens. And Adam Crack is like this was his first Renaissance Festival in Colorado, and he was filling in for Jack C. Whipper, who was at a different Renaissance Festival at the time. And so this guy does fire whips rather than just simple whip tricks.
Doug Craig, I don't think he's here. Great photo, though.
Yeah.
You like it, Tim?
And you?
Jackson Lake. Aerial.
I'm guessing he used a drone on this one.
Ladder.
Or
Ladder.
ladder.
Very tall.
I was gonna say, it's all ladder. And this is, Dwight,
I haven't seen him on.
he's not on,
Okay.
he's traveling tonight, so.
Dwight bought us pizza, by the way.
Yes, he did.
Send him the leftovers.
And this is Gary. Are you on, Gary?
Yeah, I'm here. Let's see, Carl, where did I take this?
I think it was at Walden Ponds.
It was either there or over at Bar Lake. Anyway, that was just about a month ago.
No,
But I'm
wait.
getting too old to remember where the heck I took it.
It was
All
at
right,
Walden-
let's go to the next one.
Oh.
Ah, yes. This was last January, and I was up on the ridge and saw this one and said, I just love the shot. So I took it. Next. Ah, yes, the double eagles. Yeah, this pair was posing for us for about 10 minutes. And we managed to get as many shots as you could possibly want. And actually too many. I decided I liked this one. So that's what I took. Thank you.
Where was
Bar
that,
Lake.
Gary?
Oh, okay. Bar Lake.
Oh.
And it was right by the visitor center. You get to Bar Lake, you know, you go over a little
Little bridge.
walk over or walkway, and it's right there at the end of their ponds.
Yeah, this is Sarah. I took this one because it has some nice rembrandt lighting on her face.
Yes.
Pretty picture.
I got a bunch of puffin pictures. I asked my daughter, which one do you like best? And she picked this one.
You weren't in the same place that Ann was, were you?
This is Iceland.
Ah,
And this is like literally 50 yards from my house in Red Leaf.
Hmm.
It's Nina. You guys have all met a few times now.
Mhm.
She's been here a couple times, right? Yeah.
Harry,
That's a hotel in Maui. We went to Maui for our 40th anniversary, so that's inverted. That's the reflection of the hotel in the pond. So the physical hotel is at the bottom, and that's the reflection.
Put your lens on upside down.
So I like it because it's a little, you gotta think about it for a little while. But it's water lilies in the picture.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Nice.
I showed this last month. I put it in here because I like it a lot, but also I shot it at 64,000 ISO, so it was really dark there.
Whoa.
I'm amazed at what cameras can do at high ISO these days. Obviously, it ran through noise reduction, but the warm light is from a flame on another balloon off to the right.
so how high was your ISO?
64,000.
64, not 6,400.
64,000.
Yeah.
And this is the Sunrise at Foothills Trail at the north end of Boulder in October with some of the, I guess, full colors being displayed. I like that trail a lot, and it was a nice colorful sunrise.
Yeah.
It's also a 12 image
focus and exposure stack, so it's 11 images that were focus stacked, and then one image for the sky that was exposure stacking. So there's 12 images involved in that image. Wow.
Is James.
Yeah, let's see, this was at the Arsenal. I think this is when you and I went, Wendy, but just a nice day, capturing some birds. Yeah, like the blur in the background.
Yeah, it came out very nice. I like this picture a lot.
Thank you.
Audio.
Yeah. This was from my summer vacation to Oregon with my wife, and took a lot of great pictures there this year, but just enjoyed this one for the little like orange pail right in the center and the thing that kind of pops out. It's not blue.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think we did this summer. We got a puppy named June, and so really I've been trying to work on, capturing moments with really bright light in the foreground and dark light in the background. Just get that subject. That's the only thing in the frame.
Oh, boy.
Jim.
Okay, this is my cat Moxie. This is my photo of the year just in my circle, in my world. She exists on my phone. And we have a print of this in our kitchen. I show this to strangers. I'm getting old. And so I show cat pictures. So this is a portrait, in anticipation of the next one. This is planned, there's a background, it's lighting, but there is still luck involved, basically getting her to do whatever she wants. And
Yes.
so having her look and her tail, so there's luck involved, but it is pre-planned and it's a little more structured.
Getting a cat to sit there.
Yes.
Very nice matching the background.
Yes, I know. She has an Instagram called the Darling Moxie, by the way. So, and then this is the opposite of a studio portrait, because this was foggy morning in the county commons, open space across from my house. And I saw him coming through the fog right before I could see him. We stopped, we chatted, and then I asked him to take a picture. So some portraits happen in about 30 seconds and some happen, with hours of planning, but he was wonderful. And that morning was so beautiful. It was mid-October. So again, the luck of my wife texting me to say, she was driving to here and to say, it's really foggy out there. Oh my God, it looks so creepy. You should go out. I'm like, okay. So I got lucky with that. And then shout out to Caleb and what he said about this club making me do things that I normally wouldn't do. And the month that we did still life, like I was just so excited to create something that's completely out of my wheelhouse, but I just love that this club can do that, Yeah, I mean, and it's that same green background too, so, but yeah, just thank you for existing and thank you for making us create things. Really appreciate it.
Well, that's part of our purpose, right, Bill?
That's right. That's right.
Good to hear.
Jim.
That was a beautiful still life you showed. So this is thanks to Carl and Jim or Bill that encouraged me to discover Abbott Church. I caught the comment going through there. And this is, I'm a corporate property manager. I know how dangerous certain parts of Denver is, and there was 900 felonies in this neighborhood the year before, so I was terrified taking this picture. And then this I spent on stormy night in a bivy sack, which is just a plastic shell around my coat and body, just weathering rain and wind all night to take this early morning. The real picture has the golden hour at the top half of the picture and the blue hour, last blue hour is the bottom. That's called Sky Pond, as Cathedral spires.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Rocky Mountain National Park. Yeah, it's I don't know. 10, 11 mile walk.
Oh, this is one of my favorite pictures that I shot in Tanzania when I was there a couple months ago. This was from one of our camps on Kilimanjaro as we were hiking up. And I just love the layers, sun, and stuff, everything about it.
Did you summit then, Kilimanjaro?
Yes, I did summit.
Wow, how high is it?
It's 19,340 feet.
Oh.
Wow.
This was the following week when we did safaris, in 3 different national parks. And I just love the ancient baobab trees in the back that are just dormant, dry season. There's no leaves on them right now. And then just a big herd of zebras grazing peacefully. And this was taken from the top of Kilimanjaro.
Oh.
This is one of the glaciers on top. And so it's the only place in Africa, I believe, where there's still snow and ice. And actually on the far right, you can see in the distance peaking Mount Meru,
Yeah.
which is a volcano that's in the same region.
Wow.
Joan's not here.
Joan's not here. Nope.
Beautiful photo wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Joan also, Joan Baker.
Great capture.
Yes.
Oh.
John,
John.
you check.
This is mine was taken on one of the field trips up into the mountains, and I liked the way the light was coming in on the flower or the weeds to the left and the rocks and everything else on this one. This one is a reflection, to remind myself that this is a reflection. Look at the lower right-hand corner, you'll see some cattails. And I knew they couldn't grow down from the sky. So it told me it had to be a reflection to the Tetons. I was on my way to most of you don't remember or don't know, I belong to the International Photographers of America Association now. This is almost 55 years. And we were on our way to a week's conference in West Yellowstone. And we were spending Friday, Saturday before we had to be there on Sunday, and friends from here from Denver went up for the Tetons. This was a setup at one of the 10 camera clubs that I belong to in the last 60 years. And the young lady almost reminded me of my granddaughter, who is now a freshman at the University of Oregon studying marine biology. And I found out it couldn't be her. She's allergic to cats.
John.
This is my grandson, and I can't ever separate how you feel when you look at a picture. So what's your favorite picture? For me, is what I was doing, who I was with. So we went to the Great Sand Dunes, and we latched up our sleds, and we were flying down the sand. And this actually is kind of a self-portrait. If you see that block, that's me. And you see the two bumps to the right, that's his mother and my wife. His mother's my daughter. And this captures this kid's personality. We were camping there, and boy, I had so much time in that camper for days. His sister was doing the same thing too, so we just had a ball. This is my favorite picture of the year. You know, they've made some good ones.
That's what we asked for.
For me, this is the one that I bumped into a guy that took me up into the hills above Boulder one morning, and I like sky shots, and the corpuscular rays were participating in the early morning, and I took that shot, and I liked that shot. And this is the Very Hungry Bear. This was in British Columbia at Mount Robson Provincial Park, and my wife and I were climbing up this mountain, going up to see the alpine lakes, and great pictures up there. So these bushes are moving around. There's berries all over the place. And this bear is just, I didn't see his body ever. he was buried in the leaves and he was just munching away on these berries. And I'm holding my camera over my head with the tip, the screen tipped back so I could see what I was doing, just so I could get a shot at. And I just put it on auto. And I think it took about 150,000 pictures. And he would just look up and eat some more, and look up and eat some more. And, you know, we stayed there for a couple minutes. My wife, when we hike, is my gunner. She has the whistle, she has the bear spray. I have the camera. So she's over my shoulder. Careful, be careful, pay attention. She's not shooting a bear. So it was a great time. So again, back to we had a lot of fun with that. And this guy he was fun, he was good. A nice bear, not hungry. He's eating berries, not people.
Joseph, also.
Yeah, this was a shot on a property called the Desert Bar near Parker, Arizona. And the bar is only open, I think, on the weekends. And you have to drive like 25 mile dirt road to get to it. But all around the property are views like this of old pieces of equipment, mostly mining equipment, but this happened to be a truck that just caught my eye. And then in Valley of Fire, it's a state park in Nevada, not too far from Las Vegas. And I just like the way that guy's face looked inside the perimeter of the opening there.
Interesting perspective.
Yeah. Okay, and then this is I think I've seen this picture on calendars before, and that's a lighthouse in Arcadia. And I tried to duplicate what I saw on one of the magazine covers.
Wow.
Hey, where's Kate?
On my neighbor's driveway. I didn't see the kill, but, this hawk tried forever to get that rabbit up. It took him, well, I was there 45 minutes and he didn't get it up. He just kept trying. But I looked later and it was gone. And so somehow he got him. Nice. This was in Nebraska. I tried to catch him in flight, but he was just too quick. So
Yeah.
I settled for a still shot. Yes.
It's named Woody.
This is Red Feather Lakes. In October. And I kind of like the dead tree there.
Kelly,
This is what Colorado summer feels like to me. It's in the mountains and it's raining and I'm walking. That just really. My favorite part of living here is going to the mountains and seeing green things and walking around the green things. So that just makes me really happy to see that. And then my best friend's husband has recently taken up drifting. So I went and took pictures of him. This is not him. This is one of the other cars there. And this car had just come off the track, so he was kicking up dirt. He'd come off too far, but it was really fun to try to shoot all the cars. Then this was Broomfield Days, so I really liked the line dancers.
interesting at Broomfield Days, and you end up one of your favorite pictures of the year from that. Mark,
Yeah, that's mine. This was one of those with a story for me anyway. I was driving home. I happened to have my camera in the car and I was coming home from pickleball. I was dead tired and trying to get pictures for the open space calendar. And I happened to look over and I see the farmer is spraying the field. And I said, oh man, I'm tired. I don't want to, I better stop. I'll regret it if I don't. So I stopped and I was taking his pictures and then he stopped and he came over and we chatted and I told him I'm going to take his picture when he goes back in. And he said, okay, that's fine. And this is what I have.
Brother in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was a black-throated magpie jay. I think this was when I
It's a
was down in
magpie.
Mexico. Magpie.
it's a magpie.
Magpie.
You've got the name up there,
Yeah.
black-throated magpie.
Jay. Magpie jay.
Okay, is it a
Yeah.
cross between the two then?
No, I don't know. I was with a birding guide down in Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. And this was outside of there and we're at a ranch and feeding and I liked the picture. So it's,
Interesting bird.
yeah. And this was another bird taken, picture taken down there. God.
Is it wild?
No, they're actually being rehabilitated.
Oh.
Those
My
feathers
gosh.
are, and feel those feathers. Detail in there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Melinda.
The thinker.
And this is Mike Irwin. Mike's not here again. Yeah, he's got some family stuff going on. This, we had this picture last month too, but that's okay. I really like this picture.
Yeah.
One of my favorite pictures of the whole year. I thought that was. I drove Mike up there. We went almost to the top of the dunes. There was a lot of college kids that night and they were partying hard Friday night. And, I mean, you know, they're partying hard when there's vomit on the sand, you know. No, we just had to find a spot where there was a view, and no college kids. No vomit. No vomit.
Photoshop.
Wow. And this is Phil.
This is up near Crystal Butte this summer. I was on a photography workshop. It was an early morning, and it's very cold in July. And this is looking the other direction. And it's Aspen Grove with a sun star.
Yeah, but you've also got those purple flowers and yellow flowers in the front.
Yeah,
With the wildflowers,
there and
before peak, at peak.
they were just after peak. They were starting to fade.
This was in July.
Yeah.
Yes, early July. And this was up near Cottonwood Pass. Nice little grouping of columbine near tree line.
All right.
Bill, it's.
Jim, you're too excited about the cat.
I love the cats.
Yeah. She's just kind of taking over our life right now.
They do that.
Did you have to spend hours and hours trying to get this shot? Let's set that up. One point that you got her, huh?
Does she have an Instagram?
She will. I had one outing where I traveled more than an hour to anywhere, so this is up by Steamboat. On the way up to Steamboat, this one, and I just love the fog and the way it just kind of melted together all the color. And then this was on Buffalo Pass, which I've never been up there before, and it was stunning.
Looks like it's very nice. Rachel.
Yeah, so my 3 photos are meaningful to me because they're new photography techniques or approaches I hadn't tried before. So long lens, high shutter speed, things moving fast. And this is really my garden buddy. This is in my backyard. And this young male spent most of the summer over my shoulder, really, so I could get close enough.
How fast did you shoot this? Do you remember?
I bet this is probably about 2000.
2000?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Holy
same, yeah.
Oh my God.
So this was kind of big ass lens, Wendy. I rented it, I can hardly hold it, but this is at Chatfield. And got a lucky shot of this dragonfly hovering over a pond.
That pond where the frogs are.
What?
At the pond where the frogs are.
Yes,
Yep.
exactly there.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
near where you guys shot the hummingbirds.
Yep.
That is amazing. I've spent hours trying to photograph a dragonfly in flight and never, not this, so this is great.
Thank you. That's lucky. And then finally, also I'd never done any night photography. And we went, I showed this last month, so we went to the Yukon in October and had one beautiful Northern Lights night.
Awesome.
Oh,
Rebecca,
so this is from, the sister cities at Broomfield Days. And I just love the expression on the two little girls' face in the front. They were, the one on the left in the blue, she kept trying to watch everybody and see what was happening. And the one in the pink was just owning it. And this guy was making a nest somewhere and he's sitting on Wendy's tripod. So big lens, like you, Rachel, and I was just like, click it. So, yeah. And then this is St. Catherine's, and we just took this just about a month ago or so.
Yeah, it's the second picture now. Broomfield Days, best picture of the year.
He's really selling that. Broomfield Days.
Well, you know, it's a great event and we need to get more participation. And this is Bob Guthrie.
Yep, I'm here.
He's online.
He's online.
Yeah, I'm online. I'm as Bob's iPhone is what my name is showing up as. So, this is from Mauna Kea in the Big Island of Hawaii. Basically just climbed up a little hill to get this shot for sunset.
Very nice, Bob.
And this one was taken at Akaka Falls State Park in the Big Island of Hawaii. And I had no idea this lizard was even on the flower when I took the shot. So it was kind of a nice discovery when I downloaded it. And then this is Rainbow Falls in Hilo, Hawaii on the Big Island. No rainbow though. Clouds kind of obscured it.
Oh, sure.
Mine, that's a fair camp. This was right. Our tents were like probably 30 yards from this, and there's a male following them. That's a mama and the babies. I just love that composition. Yeah. And that's just Bumblebee. I love the bumblebees. He was just playing with me.
So you have a macro lens to do that then?
Yeah. And then this guy was just so curious. He's just watching me while I'm watching him. So it's like, okay. And I just love that shot. And that's Rocky Mountain, I think.
Oh, sorry. It's very strange.
Monument Valley. And I grew to love the lens flare. So I call it the portal to sacred grounds. Crested Butte, Kemper Pass, this was past October. And I stayed in Paonia over the night. And, you know, when you leave Denver, when you drive over there, you're getting there early to mid-afternoon, depending on your activity. And so the sun is, you know, like 10 o'clock in this picture. And it's just harsh light. And I gotta go back for sunrise. And it was an hour and 15-minute backtracking, but yeah, I was blessed with that, with the clouds and the sun. Worked out really well.
Yeah, that's spectacular.
And that's on a trip to the coast in June. Bandon Beach. And I love the fog. I love fog always. Well, I love fog in Colorado because it burns off quick. In Illinois, it'll be for days. So, and I like.
This is in Illinois.
No, this is Oregon. And I like the fog, but then I like the perspective with the people on the sand right there and some mirror images. Let's see.
I was at Fort Worth Botanic Garden and I'm visiting my son who has one of my older cameras and my grandson who has one of my older cameras. And so we were out and walking around. This is in the Japanese garden. They've absolutely ruined the botanic gardens because they fenced off all the garden areas. It opens at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's already 80 degrees by the time there. They got busloads of kids that got out. They checked in before we got there, so it was like almost 10 o'clock to get into the place. And then they run you out at 4:30 because they closed at 5, which you used to be able to walk all around the Botanic Gardens. But this guy in the Japanese garden came by and sat down for a few seconds, and I just had to take the picture. Nice little dragonfly. And this is probably not my best picture of the year, but my favorite one, because in the garden there, it was the tail end of the monarch butterfly migration, and they were all over the place. But like I say, it was 80 degrees in the middle of the day, so they were flittering around. So I said, I'm gonna program my camera. So I found the orangest marigold that I could find with a brown or black and white butterfly on it, so that I could, kind of get ready for monarch butterfly picture. And just as I snapped the picture, I got photobombed by this anoid lizard, eating my stomach, man, running off into the woods and not letting me take any more pictures.
Do you use Lightroom?
No, I don't. That's just right out of the camera.
Yeah, no, if you could get this in Lightroom, and there's a highlight slider, so that some of the real bright spots in your picture would be diminished or dimmed a little bit. That would be really fantastic.
That was in Greenland this past August. This was probably somewhere around 11:30. And on this one particular night, it created unbelievable colors. This was just taken with my cell phone. And no editing or anything. The colors, the golds, the blues, the reds, I mean, were just magnificent. Everybody we were on a boat, and all the crew were getting out, taking pictures. The two guys that were running the photo tour, they were out snapping pictures. Nobody had ever seen this type of color at all. I mean, these were the golds, there was blues, there was reds. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
Is that an iceberg?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's an
that's an
iceberg.
iceberg.
When I first saw it, I thought it was a big rock.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Just
It's iceberg.
all in gold.
Wow, nice.
And yeah, that's good. We were on a red sail tour, so they would put up the red sails, so we would do pictures. And that is also part of that same night with the skies, just the magnificent colors.
Could you have tilted this picture to the right just a little bit?
Yeah.
Because looks like the water line should be
Yeah,
level.
I didn't edit it at all.
Pardon?
I did not edit it full at all.
It could be, yes.
Yes. It could be straight. And,
So there's the same iceberg, but now it looks like an iceberg.
now it has that bluish tint.
Yeah. Wow.
Wendy,
This is Yellowstone, a pair of courting bears. Definitely my favorite picture of the year. I just love this one. They were playing for like 2 hours. It was just amazing to be able to photograph. Chatfield at Botanic Gardens.
What's your shutter speed?
I don't know. Can you hit them, Meta?
No, don't ask me. Wait, oh, wait, there it came.
3200.
32.
Oh, 32.
Big lens. Rachel. No, it wasn't actually. It was a little one.
No, when I could actually
500. And this is a river otter, Yellowstone. It was end of May, and you can see the ice on the lake, Yellowstone Lake behind it. So this was quite the epic capture. We saw it like on this one area up way up high on the cliff, and we had to, and then he dove down under the water. We had to follow him like a mile across the rocky beaches with heavy camera equipment. It's like
Blizzard coming in from the west.
this is Zach, and Zach is not here tonight either. But
Hey everybody,
Oh, there he
I'm
is.
online. Sorry.
I snuck in. I think it was John Reed earlier said one of the best parts about a photo or how a photo makes you feel is what you're doing and who you were doing it with. So this is probably my favorite shot of the year because I was with my friend Bill Matthey, who introduced me to the photo club and brought me to my first meeting earlier this year. And he was down for a last minute adventure up to Rocky Mountain National Park. And he also made this photo possible by being willing to move out of my way while I was taking this panorama. So thank you very much, Bill, for making this possible and for introducing me to this group and for being my friend. Let's do the next one.
Is that you in that picture, Bill?
I'm not in that one. No, I didn't.
Bill also put up with me running around in the alpine tundra up on the trail. So that's actually me as I was experimenting with silhouettes, which was a theme for me for this year, I think.
Beautiful.
So this is the same week, but different national park. My sister came to visit for a week, so she and I went down to the Great Sand Dunes, and she was my photography assistant for this one. So she was off to the side with a headlamp and illuminated the foreground for me while I ran around and tried to line up this shot with the Milky Way over the sand dune, and I think it turned out pretty well. So this is probably my second favorite shot.
Great.
And this is my shot number 3 for this year. A black bear has been a bucket list item for me ever since I moved to Colorado. And let this be a lesson to all of you to always have your camera with you whenever you go anywhere, because I saw this fellow just on my way home on Highway 34 through the Big Thompson Canyon, pulled right over when it was safe to do so, and where there was room on the road. Hopped out, ran back upstream, and just started snapping photos of the bear when I could, and got this one. So glad I got it.
Good shot.
Thank you very much.
That's it, everybody.
Any last announcements we got? Focus on.
Thanks, everybody. Next year.
We'll see you next year, everybody online. Good to see you. Great photos, Zach. Thanks for sharing. Love that so much, brother.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do it. Now we